It is one of the harshest environments on Earth. Yet for 20 years, men, women, and children trudged across this vast semi-arid desert seeking refuge. Over 95% are Somalis, fleeing anarchy, war, and starvation.
The
main reason is drought. We don't have food. We had nothing to eat. People started to die, so we fled.
This is Dadaab, the largest refugee camp in the world, home to almost 500,000 people.
I was 5 years old when we were registered here, and now I'm 24 years old. I spent almost 19 years in the refugee camps, and life is very difficult. Life is very, very difficult.
Life in Dadaab is a daily struggle, and central to that effort to survive is the distribution of food aid by the United Nations World Food Program. Every 15 days, refugees line up, sometimes for hours, to collect food rations: flour, rice, cornmeal, beans, oil, salt, the minimum required to stay alive. Somalis, though, are resourceful. Necessity may have forced them to stretch and share their food rations, but ingenuity leads them to build markets where the requirements of everyday life are for sale: goats, sheep, camel, and cattle, mattresses, wheelbarrows, and lumber. These markets may make life a little more bearable, but it is still an arduous existence.
It's like prison. Yeah, you can't move from camp to the towns because you have to have a permit to travel.
We're left with hundreds of thousands of young people who are in a very big prison, who cannot realize in any way their aspirations, who now live in a state of hopelessness.
There is one place in Dadaab where hope flourishes: schools. These students believe that education is the key to their future.
My name is Hamdi Ahmed Ibrahim, and I learn Weberi Secondary School. I'm Form 4A, and I'm willing to be a doctor when I complete my Form 4 level, God willing.
Despite this hunger for education, it is a privilege enjoyed by only a minority. Barely more than 1/3 of school-aged children receive any formal education. For the students lucky enough to go to school, the quality of the education they receive is compromised.
Quality of education is determined actually by the quality of the teachers. But the majority of the teachers who are teaching there are actually not trained. They have not gone through formal training.
Marengu Jogu is often referred to in Dadaab as the father of education. For Marengu, the solution seemed simple: train the teachers, increase the quality of education. And so in 2008 and 2009, he visited several Canadian universities. In Toronto, at York University, he met with professors Winona Giles from the Centre for Refugee Studies and Don Dippo from the Faculty of Education.
And we discussed extensively the importance of supporting the refugees after they have completed their secondary education. Then we need to go further.
While Windle Trust's initial goal was to train teachers, the group at York University wanted to expand the objective to include university degrees. The result was the Borderless Higher Education for Refugees project.
Borderless Higher Education for Refugees, or BHER, or the BHER project, is an international partnership of academic institutions, non-governmental organizations, intergovernmental organizations that are working towards the delivery of online and some on-site degrees, diplomas, and certificates.
It so happens that the first place where we're really beginning to do serious work is in the Dadaab refugee camp in Kenya.
A workshop in Kampala, Uganda, brought together a growing number of Canadian and Kenyan partners. By the Kampala conference, the BHER partners included York University and Kenyatta University of Nairobi, Kenya, African Virtual University, Windle Trust Kenya, the World University Service of Canada, and UNHCR.
This project goes
5 months later, at workshops in Nairobi and at Kenyatta University, BHER was advancing with new partners. Joining the project was the University of British Columbia in Vancouver and Moi University in Kenya.
This is my happiest moment. I never thought that we'd reach here where several universities out there in Kenya and also in Canada are actually very much concerned about the quality of the refugee education.
It gave me hope because I got a hope to struggle now. For that, I am qualified to get that university later.
Hope is on the lips and in the hearts of many of these students. For Fatumo Ali, hope for a better future for herself, her people, and her country.
What brought us here in refugees because we don't have political stability in Somalia. So we are the young generation that can build our future and our country beyond. That's why I'm applying to be a politician so that I can at least do something with the problems that are occurring in my motherland.